What's up, YouTube Nation? I'm super fired up right now, okay? Apparently, some of the lifeguard communities out there in California are blaming all these shark attacks on kayak fishermen. And if you know anything about kayak fishing and you've actually been out there, you know that sharks are already in the water, okay? Kayak fishermen are not bringing in sharks for them to bite people, okay? And most of these idiots out here making these videos with sharks running up behind the kayaks and attacking the kayaks, and they're just guys out there trying to get views on YouTube, trying to score a million. You know, they're taking chunks of bait and they're attaching them to their kayaks and they're paddling around, and when a shark comes up to investigate it, they film it, they put it on YouTube, the media picks it up and starts spinning it to sell their advertisements on their websites and on Fox News, and it's totally just gotten out of control. So if you saw the latest video of the two dudes that are in the Hobie Outbacks, like cruising around off the coast, like I think it's California, with a bonita attached to the bungee cord on their kayak, and this hammerhead is like latched onto the back of this bonita, and he's just dragging this bait around. Okay, so it wasn't the kayak that brought them, it was these idiots trying to get a million views on YouTube and get on the news, and now the media is spinning this, as they always do, to make money and to get clicks and views. There's no scientific data whatsoever to back up that a 12-foot kayak sitting offshore, floating by himself, is bringing in hordes of sharks. Hordes and hordes of sharks. You've got to be an absolute idiot to believe that one little dude trolling a little bitty bait out there is the cause for all these shark attacks. They're already in the water, people. I mean, literally, like, people see somebody fishing and they go running up to them and like, oh my gosh, you're gonna make my little kid get attacked by a shark. That little minnow out there that he's got on the end of his line is not gonna make your kid get attacked by a shark. Sending your kid out there on the second sandbar to swim around like a topwater jig, that'll get your kid bit by a shark. All right, let's use some common sense and quit blaming everything on fishermen. So let's talk about that dude that caught that giant grouper on his little bitty surfboard. Yeah, right. That dude caught that thing, he hooked up with him on the boat, he got him off the bottom, and he runs up and jumps on a surfboard and acts like he pulled this big boy up with that little surfboard. No, he totally pulled that thing off the bottom in his little boat and then jumped on a surfboard, because you do not have the pressure to pull up a Goliath grouper on a surfboard. They're spinning this to get the clicks and views, and all of a sudden now they're going to close down kayak fishing ramps. Okay, ramps to go into the water. So are we going to close down all surfers, all surfboard entries because surfers are getting attacked by sharks? It's just not good thought. Okay, we're not going to go holler at these dudes trying to catch these Goliath groupers off surfboards. I mean, everybody knows it's a dumb idea, and of course the media is not going to show the bonita hanging off the back of the kayak. They're just going to show the hammerhead latched onto the back of the kayak, because that's going to get them more views. That's going to get them more attention. And then all of a sudden, these little city councils are going to be like, oh my gosh, we got to save everybody. Let's outlaw kayaks. Let's outlaw shark fishing. Doesn't even make any sense. Most of these people getting attacked because, like, the ones that are getting attacked on these, like, at these beaches, are because they're in places they shouldn't be. Like swimming past the third sandbar, or swimming at dusk, or swimming at night, or swimming in dirty water. Okay, he's just going to come up and he's going to be like, oh, what's this? He nibbles it. You just got bit by a shark. Let's think about this, people. Let's think about it. Quit spinning it to where it's like, oh, he got attacked. Oh, he got attacked. He didn't get attacked. Shark just came up there and looked, and he went away. Okay, so let's get over this ridiculous media that kayakers are the problem. They've got so many people scared now that they won't even go in the water. I feel like the Jaws movie that happened like 30 years ago is the whole reason for this like shark epidemic. They've been out there for years, and all of a sudden, we saw one Jaws movie and we want to just go out and kill every shark. Hey, they're part of the environment, people, okay? So can we get off their backs? So what I want to do is, all you kayak fishermen out there, let's launch a campaign to educate these people that sharks are not attracted by kayaks, and that kayaks are not the issue here, and that closing down kayak boat ramps is not going to solve the problem of sharks coming in and investigating kayaks. They're already in the water. They see something floating up there, they come up maybe just to look at it. I've seen a lot of sharks offshore, and it wasn't because of my kayak. Half the time they don't even see you until they float up to you and they're like, oh, it's a kayak, and they turn around and go off the other way, or they just want to see what you are. They're not there to attack you. Most of the time they come up, they look around, and they cruise back off. So let's launch some campaigns and tell these people and the news that it's not the fishermen, okay? And sorry if this is a little, at you 110 miles an hour, but I'm just kind of fired up about this. And we don't want our kayak fishing sport to go down the tubes and get bad publicity, which it's doing because of guys trying to do stupid stuff on kayaks. So let's do some educating here. In closing of this rant, I just want you to know that kayak fishermen are not the problem. We need to educate these fools out here in the media that people aren't getting attacked and these sharks aren't coming up to these kayaks because they're trying to eat people. It's because these dumbasses have bonita attached to the bungee cords behind their kayaks trying to get a shark to come up there. Or they've got so much blood in the bottom of the kayak from sticking kingfish and snapper that the shark's going to come through and investigate. Let's use some common sense, people. All right? So comments below. Help educate. And let's see what we can do with this.